everybody. Welcome back to this stream. Yeah. Take a long break after my last video on our MPS, and it feels like the days are getting longer. Maybe it's just the end of the year syndrome. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Playing Limbus Company again. Originally, I was gonna play Hades, actually, Hades 2. But I read Hellscream this afternoon, and I really wanted to talk about it. Oh, hi, Illuminati. Face review. Yes. How do you do a face review when your channel already has your face? I remember I joked about setting up a real shoe cam in my last stream, and I decided to do it. And this was a lot of effort. I had to go buy a webcam just for this, and it is live. So a lot of effort for a joke. But yeah, all right, let's play some Nimbus. While I talk about Hellscream, I read it this afternoon. For those who don't know, Hellscream is a short story that is based off that the character of Ryoshu in Limbus Company, Ryoshu here, right here, is based off on. And I have a lot of thoughts about it. First off, it's really good. The story is really good. I can see why it's so beloved. It is horror, I think. I would classify the genre as psychological horror. And it has completely changed my understanding of this little nugget here, Ryoshu, as a character. And I'm now really looking forward to the new Kanto release, which is, I think it's the next update will be the next release, I think. But I'm very excited for it. Yeah. And it has completely changed my understanding of Ryoshu as a character. At first I thought like, oh, Ryoshu is just Yoshihide, motherly character. I no longer think Ryoshu is Yoshihide. I straight up do not believe that Ryoshu is the main character is an adaptation of the main character from the short story Hellscream. Like, there's just no way that's possible. After reading it, I think Project Moon is gonna pull a Honglu and Don Quixote combined. In that I think they are. It's a psych out, you know. There's no way that it's Yoshihide. I do not believe for a moment that it's Yoshihide. And I will talk about it in a bit, like why I don't think it, after my brain has a couple of seconds to do my prep stuff first here. Alright. Okay. So do let me know if the audio is too loud, by the way. I never really quite figured out how to get the audio working properly. Yes, okay. So Yoshihide in Hellscream it's not the. I would say there's 5 characters in Hellscream that I would consider as like main characters. We have Saruhide, who is a monkey that was adopted by Yuzuki, who is Yoshihide's daughter. And Yoshihide is the painter of the titular Hellscream. Right. There's also the narrator, who is the character that narrates the entire story, and the Great Lord, who is like the antagonist of the story, right? After reading Hellscream, I think Ryoshu is Yuzuki. She is not Yoshihide, she is Yoshihide's daughter. Like, Ryoshu in Limbus Company is Yoshihide's daughter. It fits a lot better than her being Yoshihide. Because as a character, right, Ryoshu takes off a lot more like the literary comparison to the daughter than to Yoshida. Yoshida is like the artist, and he has like this obsession with drawing this grotesque the titular hell screen. And to do that, he tortures his like assistants, and he ends up. I'm not spoiling anything. This is like 100-year-old work. If you haven't read it, that's on you. He ends up. I say that as I only read it this afternoon. But anyway, he ends up like burned. His daughter ends up being burned alive to create one of the images he needs to finish drawing the hell screen. And that is basically the story of Hell Screen. It's like it's no, there's no lessons to be learned in the short story itself. It's kind of one of those stories where the reader takes the lesson away, and even at like the end of the story, they tell you that there's no real lesson. Like there's a line about how it might be to teach humility or to not be absorbed by work, but no, it's completely up to the reader's interpretation what the line is. Holy shit, Desmond, what are you doing here? Limbus Company, yeah. So, sorry, dying again. Coughing. I just recovered from like a flu, so I'm dying a bit. Inru and Desmond. They are Inru and Desmond are in the chat. They are my IRL friends, by the way. So I'll try not to die. Okay. Anyway, where was I? Right, Yoshihide. So I do not think Yoshihide is Ryoshu, because Ryoshu doesn't have that manic artistic glare of Yoshihide. Like Yoshihide in the story is really focused on like the art to the point of manic concentration. Ryoshu in Limbus Company never has that. She never ever goes so deep into the art of the violent art that she loses her sense of self. She has like the appreciation for it, but she doesn't love it to completion. She has, and she also has less traits of a mother than she has the traits of someone who was who's trying to be a better parent than the parent before. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense in my brain. That would make sense for the Ryoshu character in Limbus Company, right? As like a literary analysis of the character. It also matches like her IDs and her egos in game. All her ID and egos, the idea of them being like motherly isn't really like, after reading Hell Screen I realized it fits more that she's in as a daughter instead of as a mother. Like I think her most famous ego is Fourth Match Flame. Where is Fourth Match Flame? Yes, Fourth Match Flame. Fourth Match. Have I played the new TFT set, by the way? Yes, I have played the new Teamfight Tactics set. Yes, it's quite fun. But let me get through the Limbus Company analysis first before I talk about Teamfight Tactics set with you guys. I have thoughts about the new Teamfight Tactics set as well. I will share as well. Alright, so yeah, so Scorch Girl. Scorch Girl, Fourth Match Flame is based off the what's that story called? The Matchstick Girl story. It's a girl pretty much like family abandonment. It's less her being the mother and more her being the daughter again. Same thing with Red Eyes. Red Eyes is like you can see it as the mother, the parents, the spider mother, but you can also see it as the daughter of the spiders. So I would think that yeah, she's more daughter than mother. I like Soda Ryoshu more. Oh, Soda Ryoshu. I also like Soda Ryoshu, but I think Soda Ryoshu might just be a meme rather than any story relevant uh, ego. Let me think about it. Soda Ryoshu is based on the Welch's soda. The Welch's soda is based on. It's actually based on something. There is a like a history behind the Welch's soda. What is the history? There is a history based on it, but I can't think of it right now. Yeah, I would say yeah. That is all my theory on that. My current theory on Ryoshu, as Yushi, as Suzuki, as the daughter, as a Yuzuki, not Suzuki. Why did I say Suzuki? But I do not think she's Yoshihide. I think with the next Kanto, we will see her confronting like the fact that she was sacrificed for the art. I and you can see this like in her art, in her ego artwork as well for the Forest of the Flame, where she's hugging the sword. This is like a famous scene. It's quite a famous scene inside Hellscream, from what I understand. The artwork of her hugging the sword. Where is it? Here, this one. In the story of Hellscream, there is a scene where Yuzuki is basically abandoned by Yoshihide while Yoshihide is drawing Hellscream, and she basically tucks herself to sleep while biting on her kimono. I think this is the scene. This is the scene of her hugging herself to sleep. And the sword is, I'm not sure if the sword is Hellscream itself. That will be like a for the future, but that is currently my interpretation of it. In the name of love and hate, not love and justice. There's another. You can't be a magical girl if you're in the name of it. You say that, then there's Corroded Soda Honglu talking about birds. We don't having red Hellscream. I think Ryoshu has to sever her relationships with her daughter or something. I think it's the other way. I think Ryoshu has to sever her relationships with her father. With Yoshi. That is me. That is me. Right? I and like the Lord in Hellscream, there's a Grand Lord in Hellscream who is like the antagonist. I think that's the syndicate. Like, because the syndicates are based off on hierarchical management. Every single one of the syndicate is based off on like hierarchical management style. Give me a moment to bring this up. Like the index is based on what's that? The religious hierarchy. The thumb is based more on military hierarchy. The middle is based on a familial hierarchy, and the pinky is based on a rebellious anarchic type of hierarchy. So, is that the pinky? Yes, that's the pinky. Thumb, middle, index, pinky. Correct? Pinky is based on 108, middle. Yes, correct. Yes. Index is based on the artistic. Index is artistic. The index is based on religion. Yes. Middle is. I might be tweaking a bit. Ring is based. Hang on. I'm gonna check. No, the ring is the artistic one. The pinky is based on, yes, correct. Ring is a artistic freeform hierarchy. Hierarchless, I guess. So it matches to like to having like a lord, to the antagonist of Hellscream being like the lord that basically creates the predicament that Yoshihide and the daughter comes up in. That's my first reading of Hellscream and my thoughts on it in relations to the Bus Company. Right. So that's me on what I think. Now, Desmond asked my thoughts on the new TFT. So Teamfight Tactics is the Leagues of Legend game. I might actually play on stream someday sometime. There's a new season, new sets. I quite enjoy the new sets. It's quite interesting, quite fun. There's a lot of like lore in League of Legends that I enjoy as well, but it won't be as interesting as to talk about on the channel because it doesn't fit my literary love. But I do enjoy the new sets. I particularly like the fact that I get to play Jinx again. I really like Jinx as a character. She's still consistently my favorite character. She's not strong in the new set, but she's strong enough. See, what else is there in the chat? Desmond, I also got throat infection. Yeah, everyone's getting sick because it's like cold season. Desmond is also saying, I started playing Library of Ruina again, considering going Limbus. Yes, please. I need more people to talk about this in real life. Illuminati. I play League of Legends. Yes, I do not play League of Legends. I only play the auto chess version, the Teamfight Tactics. Is that a Gamer Toto PFP in my Limbus chat? What is a Gamer Toto? Is this a new thing? Dr. Jombra? What's up, bruh? Is this something I have to Google? Gamer Toto? Okay, I'm gonna quick alt tab and Google it. Gamer Toto. Gamer Toto. Nope, I typed Gamma Yo-Yo for some reason. Oh, it's Battle Cats, yes. I'm guessing Lunobi is Battle Cats. I know Battle Cats. I never played Battle Cats. Should I play Battle Cats? It's quite an old game by now, isn't it? Battle Cats. Okay, I'm gonna Google Battle Cats. By the way, if anyone asks me questions about my actual video, please feel free to do so as well. Like my main channel video. Is it still going on? It was released like 10 years ago or something, right? Battle Cats. I lost my Battle Cats account a few years ago and never played. Oh, I feel that pain of like losing an account or something. This is a story I tell a lot with my friends. It's like when I was a kid, when I played Yu-Gi-Oh, right? I collected the Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game. I collected a bunch of cards, and I had like a bag dedicated to my albums and my decks. I think there was like $400 worth of cards back then, which, you know, as a kid, that was a lot of cards, money worth. Anyway, I was at the arcade once. I put the bag on the ground to play a racing game, and when the game finished, I looked down and my bag was gone. Somebody had just like taken my bag. And I lost like $400 worth of Yu-Gi-Oh trading cards. And I never ever touched the game again. I couldn't get back into it. Like, as a gamer of any sort, the worst thing to feel is losing progress of your game through like accounts or anything. If I ever lost my Limbus Company account, I might genuinely cry on stream. I do not see how I would recover from losing an account I spent so much time in. I once lost my PSP, which has like a a limited edition Final Fantasy Dissidia 012 that I had 3,000 hours on because I played it a lot as a kid in school. It's like the only thing that I can bring to school. This was before smartphone. Oh my god, I'm so old. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but this was before like smartphone. So I would bring a PSP, I'll play that. I had like 3,000 hours. I played on the ride home and stuff and that. And I lost it on the train once, on the bus once, and I was devastated. And then 4 years later, after losing it, I found it in a second-hand shop in the neighborhood of my house, and I bought it back. I had to buy back my own PSP. But after I got it back, I did put in another 1,000 hours because like I was just so happy to have it back again. The feeling of getting your account back. Why did I do this? I do a lot of stupid things while playing on stream that I do not do when I'm playing by myself. I think if I did lose my Limbus account, I still continue playing the game. You know what? I probably would. The game balancing for Limbus is quite good in that I don't have to. I can see myself playing it without even having all the characters. But it's just nice to have all the characters, right? I did also like farm for the newest Ryoshu, even though I usually wait for the fragments. I did spend I think like 80 pools to get it. Just because it's Ryoshu. And then I realized I don't have enough EXP to level up. So I can't really use her yet. This is called like FOMO, no foresight FOMO. You spend 110 pools for the Leiheng announcer. Not even the character. Dr. John, bro, I'm saving up my pools in case when I decide to come back. Oh, so you're on break from Limbus Company right now, I guess. Yeah, it's feel free to come back in the next season, which should be out in January, I think. Should be in January. The news 2 more weeks, 3. I'm not sure. I need to check. I've been taking myself off. I took myself off social media for a bit, so I'm still catching up on a lot of like news and stuff. Don't know if your dream ego will come next Walpurgis. What's your dream ego? By the way, Desmond, if you're going to go back to play, if you're still watching, I don't know if you are, but if you're going to go back to play Library of Arena, please let me know. I might replay it soon for fun, I think. I feel like I missed a lot of like literary notes in Library of Ruina, because when I started it, I was still like recovering from heavy depression period, so I was like at the end of like my recovery, and because of that, like my brain wasn't really well tuned to enjoy more than just the story and the game. So I feel like I missed a lot of references that I would enjoy now. So I might actually go back to play it. Hoping for like Cobalt Scar Eagle or something. Also, then my form mentally takes a while to just. Yeah, I mean, I'm very bad at games, so I can't really play. Okay, I'm not bad at games. I'm just bad at live streaming games and talking at the same time. So, I'm doing a lot of really, really stupid things. Yeah, in the most inefficient way possible to win this fight. Cobalt Scar Eagle is interesting. I think Cobalt Scar and Red Riding Hood are like the entire like Red Riding Hood set, and what's the other one? The Wizard of Oz sets. Those are very popular, and I think they will like hold out on that for a while until like they will drop it when at a peak. The Eagles that I think will drop next Walpurgis. It depends on which season it's dropping in. if it's next season, I can see the Wizard of Oz Eagles dropping. I think it might fit the theme of the next season a bit more. It's that coming home vibe that I think might be relevant to. All right, let me just do a proper thing and not and not dumb clash it. All right, not dumb clashing. Okay. The road home for Real Shoe. Man, who would get the road home? Sinclair would be better, I think. No, Sinclair would get the lion, the cowardly lion. Woodsman. No, what's the scarecrow one? I don't think Real Shoe will actually get Wizard of Oz Eagle. If she does, she'll get Dorothy. Like, I don't see why she won't. As per my my guess that she is the daughter of Yoshihide instead of Yoshihide himself. She will not be. She will get the Dorothy Eagle if she does. I really don't think like Project Moon will go with Ryoshu being Yoshihide. Simply because of what they've been writing for the last two Kanto. I just realized that my audio mixer is not picking up the game's audio. Can you guys hear the game audio? Dorothy, who's Dorothy? Dorothy is the girl from Wizard of Oz. I forgot what the eagle is. I forgot what the abnormality is called. Let me Google. Okay. Okay, so you can only hear my voice. The mic is picking up the game's audio. Yeah, is it picking up the game's audio when I don't speak? All right, give me a moment to try to get this settled. It was picking up. Oh, it was. Let me. Okay, so it picks up on the spike. I guess it's not loud enough. Oh shoot! I made a mistake. Oh well, something that. Can barely hear the game. Okay. Give me a moment. Maybe it's just the audio setting. I need to pull it up a bit. Okay. Okay, it's the filters. Give me a minute. Should be better now. And if it's too loud, just let me know again. Yeah, this is my bad. I was talking and I lost focus and now I'm dying. Please, this is not a normal thing. I am usually better at gaming than this. No, I can't take it. I just whack. Okay, I'm just gonna whack. I'm not gonna think. Brain off. Autopilot on. I think I will have enough damage to finish this in two turns. If the target is 50 karma, inflict 50 karma, inflict 50 karma. I do need to clash one so that Faust don't die. Yes, no, Faust can't. He's a weak. Alright, that will work. Alright, fine, I'll try a bit harder. I don't do this for breeding. Okay, the audio is not picking up properly, man. Something's... I think the filter is messing up. Oh, this is my bad. I think I'm using the wrong limiter, that's why. And Alright, what about now? Can you hear the audio now? Furry song. That's the first time I've heard it called furry song, by the way. It is furry song. You know, a lot of people don't like W called Meowsalt, but I really like it. It's a full slash charge, so he goes well with Ryoshu. The game's audio sound the same. Damn. Alright. Let me try to swap out my... Maybe it's my headphones. I won't be able to hear the game's audio, I guess. I'm trying a different setup today to see if I can make things better, but apparently it's not better. How about now? I can see the peaks. All right. I was using my nice noise cancelling headphone, but I think the noise cancelling might have messed up the audio a bit. It sounds choppy. Okay, I'll figure something out. Yeah, I can see it on my... I can see on my audio mixer that like the audio jumps up and down every now and then. I'm so professional, you know. This is what professionalism looks like. This is how people professionalize. Hey, should be better now. You know what? It is better now. I will just believe. I will just believe that it's better now. If you believe it, it will come. That's how it works, right? Ah, damn. Yeah, I had a... I've been sick for like a week before this. I'm still coughing. I think like the weather is just really bad now. But yeah, if I die on stream, that would be very entertaining. You've learned that taking the surrendered witnessing pack may be a bad idea. Uh, it really does depend on how you can build around it. Illuminobi can testify that I am very bad at Limbus, especially when I'm on stream, which is really weird given how many hours I put into this game. it's like all my brain cells just disappears once you put a microphone in front of me. Which is why I've been like desperately trying to find other games to also play on stream, but I can't because all other games require like at least 2 brain cells to rub together. Not like you know how good I am off stream. Well, you can check like I think I'll show my Refraction Railway like scores later, so you can at least gauge that I'm not complete crap. Play Candy Crush. If I play Candy Crush and you can guarantee at least you will watch it, then yes, I will play Candy Crush. I felt sick because of like the last video I released on like the Out National Park service. That one was so much bigger than I expected it to be. I really overworked myself on it. It was supposed to be like a one video ordeal, and it turned into like a 3 video thing. And man, I nearly passed out doing that. Candy Crush has about the same entertainment value as watching someone play the Mirror Dungeons. Okay, you don't have to be like that. What if I play Refraction Railway? I really wanted to play Hades 2 though, actually. I'll play Hades 2 next stream. Because I wanted to finish it first so that I don't end up spoiling anything for anyone who hasn't played it yet. And so I've been like grinding to just clear all the spoilable stuff. And so that you just get like minimum spoiler if you watch me play Hades 2. And I'll try if I'm dying, aren't I? God damn it. I just need to clear Refraction Road. I just need to clear the fifth level. And I'm happy for this run. Yeah, Hades 2 is fun. I think everybody should play Hades 2 if they get the chance. Yeah, I really need to use my brain. Why do my brain never works when I want it to work? Have you told me about Sherlock Holmes dying? I don't think so. That doesn't sound... I feel like I would remember which Sherlock Holmes. Are you talking about like Limbus Company Sherlock Holmes or like just Sherlock Holmes in general? I exploded. Or are you just talking about like my sinners are Sherlock Holmes and they are dying right now? Because they are dying right now, right? I will refuse to die. You meant the book Holmes, like the original Sherlock Holmes in the books? Like the canon Sherlock Holmes. And yes, Limbus have a Sherlock Holmes character. It's the distortion detective. I don't think Sherlock Holmes dying is... Sherlock Holmes like is a couple of 100 years, is 100-year old. It's public domain. If you haven't read Sherlock Holmes, it's on you, and I have not read Sherlock Holmes, so that's on me. I think I can survive it. Sounds like someone is sharpening a knife. Sorry, it might be my headphones. It's like I took out the noise cancelling stuff so that it doesn't hit the mics. The author killed Sherlock Holmes because he didn't want to write any more Sherlock stories. That makes a lot of sense. Sherlock is kind of an asshole. I can see, like, if you're the author, you might not actually find it enjoyable. As an author myself, I do wonder what it would take for me to not want to write one of my characters. I will have to not... I think if I wrote a character as like a one-off character, but then it got so popular that I'm forced to keep writing it for the rest of my life to earn money, I would hate that. I would kill that character off as well, I think, in like the long term. I think this is the case with a few like writers, modern day writers. The manga Spy X Family, the author of Spy X Family famously does not like Spy X Family, but he's writing it to like just put food on the table. So that would be one of the cases here. Yeah, okay, something's messed up with my audio right now. I'm very, very sorry about that, but I have no idea how to fix it for now. I'll probably fix it after this. I really thought I fixed it before coming online. I shouldn't play with it while I'm doing this because it's really weird. I'll just soothe you with my dulcet tones. My calming voice. The distortion detective in Limbus Company is based off on Sherlock Holmes, but then a lot of detectives are based off on Sherlock Holmes in the same way that a lot of a lot of archetypes are based off on famous characters from famous classic literatures. You can confirm you grind the dungeons while listening to your video. Oh, thank you. I don't know if that's good because you are listening to my voice while violently murdering people. So, yay, I guess. I do listen to other people while I'm playing the games as well. So it's a circle of listening to other people. Man, I really hope I can make it to past floor 5. Hang on, I want to check something. Gonna go back. I want to check my refraction railway. Sudden music jumps. Yes, like the music keeps popping up in and out, and I don't think it's the audio problem. I don't... It might be like the wirings. Okay, the music is back, but only for a while. I don't know why. Right, let me check my railway scores to show my bona fides. Alright, the latest railway score is... It's not merry-go-round. Why am I checking it here? The latest railway is here. And line 5 is 59 turns, first try. See? I'm pretty okay. That's not terrible. And I never replayed line 5 again. I'm waiting for the end of season final week and then I'll replay it so that I can have all the IDs. Then the line 1 Bogak, I think I'm at 100 something turns? How do I check it here? Oh, here. Oh, it doesn't show the score. Oh well. I didn't complete all of RR5 though. No, I did. I just didn't replay it yet. I haven't replayed it completely. I started a second run and then I just didn't finish it. Yeah, it's complete. See, you can see the score. You see the score right here. Total turns 59. Da-da-da. I think I played it once. Yeah, once. 59. You should have like the labels for it as well. Mine was in the 70s, John Bra. Yeah, see? I am decent at the game, okay? Not just because I have all the IDs. It's skills, not pay to win. I have skills. I think like my first Refraction Railway was my worst one. I didn't even like get the effects of it because I didn't clear in time. I came in like halfway through the season. Yeah. Oh yeah, anyway, that's what I wanted to check. Let's see. Still don't have enough to level it up, so I will play this later. Oh, but yeah, it's like if you have not seen the Drifting Blade of Hongyuan, like uptie story, it adds into my theory that that Ryoshu is not Yoshihide, because she doesn't act as Yoshihide in a lot of her IDs. She acts more like the daughter in a lot of the IDs, right? She has the position of like guardian, not guardian, like subservient to the Lord, subservient to the Lord, a maid, which is Yuzuki's profession in Hellscream. Yeah, Yuzuki, the daughter of Yoshihide, was a maid. So, you know, I really don't think she's Yoshihide. Damn, you have like so much Wayland. What's Wayland? Is this something I have to Google again? I am not a young man anymore. I am not up with the lingo. I will Google Wayland. It's a fictional private corporation running the prisoner system on Terminal Island and hosting the deathmatch. What? I don't know what Wayland is. Is that like a thing that I should know? But yeah, alright, let me try to finish my dungeon run before my 1 hour time is up. But yeah, the end of the year is coming. I don't think I'll have another stream until next year. But I do wonder, like, what am I gonna focus on next year for the big? I have a couple of big stories for my channel that I wanted to try out doing next year. But I do not know if I should do some of them. I don't know if they're interesting enough. I have to research more. One of them is about this this guy who claims that he can use the power of orcas to heal people of their illnesses. Orcas, as in like the killer whale, you know? Like he claims that the sound of the killer whales can heal illnesses. It's weird. Yeah, you know, like it's one of those things that my channel would cover about. Russia. I mean, she does have red eyes. Then again, maybe it's supposed to mean something else. She does have a certain miss combo weapons as an ID, which I feel makes her more Ryoshu or something. I don't know. The problem with like adaptations like these and how we analyze it is that we don't always know the what is exactly is being adapted until the point of actual adaptation. Like, which part of the story is being transferred into the adaptation and which is just like a reference to a personality or something. So, for example, right, in Hellscream, Yuzuki has a pet monkey named Saruhide. and Saruhide wears a bow with a golden bell. And if you know anything about like uh, Project Moon Law, the Fingers Bow Bell is something that the Syndicate does. And because the Syndicate is so closely related to Ryoshu, I feel we don't know whether that is like just a coincidence or it is an actual adaptation of the idea of Saruhide into the concept of the Syndicate. You know, so this is one of the problems of like analyzing modern adaptation. It's like without full context, you don't know what you don't know what you don't know. Basically, it's the common problem with this. I wouldn't even say the problem is just like a common thing. We'll see once Kanto comes out. Yeah, but it's a fun of like analyzing. You know, you have to analyze a bit before you can have the fun of it. Man, the audio is really messed up. You know what? I'm just gonna turn it off because it's no point like having like jump scare audio. You're just really gonna have to settle for my voice completely now. For the next 10 minutes at least. And then I will try to fix the audio problem next time. This is like the 5th time I've tried to reset my audio and it really doesn't. It's always been a problem. I think that's because like my computer is not set up for recording. My recording setup is behind me. You can see it in the camera. Oh, let me move the Ryoshu cam. You can see it like my wall at the back and all my recording stand and camera stand. And yeah, so my computer itself is not where I do the recording of all my stuff or my good mics and stuff like that. So not really a live stream setup, but I mean the live stream really is just for fun. And to do fun literary analysis. Yeah, Hades is in. Oh yeah, speaking of literary analysis, there is I stumbled onto a weird subset of people who plays Hades, the new Hades 2 game, who's like the weird anti-woke brigade who's not happy with the adaptation of Greek mythology being so, I don't know, progressive. I guess that's what they're saying. It's a really weird group of people because like it's Greek mythology, man. There's like you literally can adapt it however you want. It's not real. It's as not real as it possibly can get, you know? And they're not happy like they showed how the gods are hot, which is weird. Some of the characters are really like attractive, like for gods, they made like a point to show gods as physically attractive into a modern audience, which makes sense because like Greek gods are famously like very attractive to a point, and each of these gods have like a physical archetype that makes them attractive in their domain, but altered for a modern audience. And that's what you like want to do. But then there's these like Greek purists that refuse to. There's like, oh, the god. If you look at the classical literature, the gods do not have the body of a twink. You know. Oh no, they made the gods hot. Yeah, that's basically the reaction right now. They wear it like, oh, they made my gods hot. I don't want my gods to be hot. And I feel like these kind of like controversies, quote unquote, happens way too often for my liking these days. It happened with like Limbus Company as well, and we don't talk about that as a fandom. We just don't talk about it. We keep it to ourselves. But yeah, I don't. It's one of the mindsets that I don't understand about those type of people. Hi, Clownfish Yongkago. I hope I'm just gonna call you Clownfish, but hi. You came in the last 5 minutes of the stream. Welcome. It's nice to have more than one people on my stream. Usually I just have one or two if I'm lucky. And don't worry, I'll still play for a bit. Games audio is dead because I messed up somehow, so you'll just have to listen to my voice. But yeah, today you missed me. You didn't miss much. You just missed me going through literary analysis of Hellscreen and Ryoshu as a character. So unless that's your jam, and then you missed a lot. If that's not your jam, you didn't miss anything. Some people like me are weird and like those kind of stuff. I feel like I will probably pick up the short story collection of Ryunosuke, the author. I feel like Project Moon might be doing like the Honglu thing and be adapting like all of the literary works in that collection. Like Honglu was the adaptation of all four great Chinese novels, so I feel like they might be doing that for Ryoshu as well. So I might pick up the entire short story collections just to see if it fits. Because I realized that I had a lot of fun analyzing Honglu and Don Quixote's Kanto when they came out, and I think I would like to do that more. Before that, we had Ishmael, Heathcliff, Gregor, Rogia, and Sinclair, but I wasn't as familiar with their stories, so I wasn't able to like do deep analysis of them. I didn't understand what I was missing basically. But after I did it for Don Quixote, I was like, well, that's actually really fun. Like, there's a lot of nuanced thing that you can only get if you have like certain level of literary experience plus a knowledge of the books. Christmas is almost here. One could say that the atmosphere is too merry. Tom, go away. You get a points for trying. Oh, I really hope that Tom Mary comes in for Christmas. Not gonna lie, my throat feels drier than the Sahara Desert. Even Egyptians can build the pyramids again in my throat with how dry it is. On the contrary, my throat is the opposite of dry. It's super humid now, which is why everyone's getting sick in my country, at least. I think Iori killed Tomari during Leviathan. Did she? No, I thought Iori recruited Tomari. I have not read Leviathan yet, by the way. It's one of those things where I'm waiting for everything to be finished and then I'll read everything in one shot because I'm that kind of guy. But I do keep up with a bit of the summary just to know what's roughly happened. But I don't think Tomari is dead. Last I heard, at least, Tomari is not dead. Out of all the people who got booked in the library, Tomari is definitely the one who drew the shortest end of the stick because they are still Tomari by the end. They didn't get separated. They are still really, really fucked up. Everyone else, happy ending. Just go back to where you are. Tomari, I'm so sorry. You're fucked up. That's it. Even the dead characters from the Blue River, it's like, at least they are dead, you know. You don't have to suffer, but Tomari is Tomari. Tomari, I think I've said this before, but Tomari is literally, I think, the most and Love Town itself is the most traumatic part of the entire Project Moon story. Like, I literally could not stop thinking about it after I played that level for like a week. I kept thinking about it. That was how horrifying the experience was for me. Like, in terms of all the horrors, that is the most horrifying horror that I can think of. You wonder why Jae-hoon and Elena gave Tomari a poop mound? Because they deserve a poop mound. They deserve to be on a mound. It's a sign of honor. Even worse than Angela and Lopcore. Okay, so the problem with Angela and Lopcore, well, it's not a problem. It is terrifying because of the cycle of it, but damn, actually, now that you think about it, right? It kind of answer the question about like what do you consider as like character sentiency, and do AIs dream in the same way as we do? Do AIs have the same, if like there's a general AI intelligence thing, do they have the same sense of time as we do? Because sense of time is very it's very personal. Each person will have a different relation to the speed of time itself. You might actually perceive time slower than others. You might perceive time faster than others. So how does Angela perceive time? How fast or slow is time to her? And that will answer the question on like, how bad do I feel about it? Illuminati, I think a robot is a robot, except Angela, I think she's cool. I think that's called racism. that is bigotry, my friend. All robots matter? Question mark? I'm gonna hit all this. Have a good one. Alright, Clownfish, thanks for stopping by for this last sec. I think I'll finish the boss fight before I end the stream, since there's just one left. Or I might just finish it off stream because laziness. Nah, I'll just finish it on stream. It's fine. It's just one fight. What do I want to sell to get all my stuff purchased though? It should be enough. Charge. Oh no, that's the wrong charge. Ah, screw it. YOLO! I don't want to think. I don't want to brain. I cannot brain while I'm on stream. This is so embarrassing. Maybe I should play Candy Crush. I feel like I would do very well playing Candy Crush on stream. Absolutely brainless. That is definitely true, you know. Alright. Just Clash. This is a lot harder when there's no music to back me up. If anyone's like, you know what? I'm gonna use this chance to shill my products. If anyone's a member of my Patreon, I have a new book released. You can actually get it. That's it. Be my patron to get free book. Play Roblox, steal a brain rot. Oh Jesus, I have thought about that. Not Roblox. I've thought about playing Minecraft. I will not play Roblox. I refuse to play Roblox. The company behind Roblox is terrifyingly evil. It might be one of the most evil companies in the world. I refuse to play Roblox even as a joke. And the thing about Roblox is there are some genuinely impressive thing about it as a tool for education, but the company is so comically evil. Like they do child slavery. How is that not like the most evil thing to do comically stuff, you know? Oh, come on. Punch through. Just punch through. I can do this. Oh, Heathcliff. That was nice. Ugh. Have I said that? I think I've said this, but I really like the W Corp Heathcliff's animation. What floor is this? This is floor 5. But I'm kind of just rushing through it because I want to get the clear for the achievements and farm up Starlight to make another run for floor 15. One of the achievements is to clear floor 15 with all adversity. Hey. Yes, I am dying at floor 5. But I am also very bad at this game. Which means this is completely fine. Technically, I'm not dying anymore. I healed up. I'm doing fine now. I won't die. I will clear it. I just lost a bit of brain cells just now in one of the fights. Also, I'm using Charge. Charge isn't really doing so well nowadays. Charge needs more love. I feel like Project Moon doesn't really know what to do with Charge IDs right now. Because yeah, they charge, they get strong, but they're not strong enough to matter. Charge is boring. Yeah, Charge is a bit boring. There was a time when Charge was very fun. That was around the time when W Ryoshu came out. And I'm not just saying that because it's Ryoshu. But when W Ryoshu came out, it was legitimately like, for a while, it was like a good ID, and Charge was useful because you do this like huge blast of damage that was very good against staggered enemies. But it didn't scale. Like all the other IDs scale with the damage output can scale with the mirror dungeon levels and by using ego gifts. But the Charge ID damage hasn't been scaling very well, so it's not holding up as well long term. I think they need to figure out not a fix, but at the very least, like what they want to do for Charge. It cannot be that they just end up like having it be ego give focus, you know. They might have to, honestly, I would like them to be able to rework the entire Charge system from a game design point, but it's kind of been shoehorned into the gacha format, so they can't really update anything without a part of the fan base being big giant babies about it. So I don't know what they're gonna do with it. Hopefully, if they give a buff, that would be great. Like Charge gives damage as well, or something like that. Yeah. All right, Cassetti, let's finish you off and end this stream, so I can go get something nice to drink and soothe my throat. The sad part is the Charge IDs are really cool. Like the animation, the style, the aesthetics of all the Charge IDs so far is just, look at this, man. It's just so cool, the lightning, the electricity, but it doesn't it doesn't deliver. And like just now you saw the rip space with 300. Every now and then you can see how good it can be, but then it's not anymore, at least. And usually with like a new with any new IDs, it lifts up all the other IDs, but Charge isn't really doing that right now, and I honestly do not know how they will fix it. I think they need like a lot of Hongyuan ID for Charge, something that can take all the WIDs and give them this massive team boost attack skills. Hopefully, it'll be in there somewhere in the next season. You like the animations of Rupture IDs more? I my favorite animations is Seventh. All the Seventh Association ID has some of the coolest animation, I think, but they are so underutilized now. They've been overshadowed by the newer by all the newer IDs, especially the Mao ID, all the Heisho Pack IDs. That it's kind of sad. I really hate this is the part of Cassetti I hate, the recovery. But if you don't have a full dodge, you can't get out of this. All right, time to punch his stupid face in. I think all the things I hate fighting the most, I think Cassetti is the one that I hate the most. His heals are just so freaking annoying. Oh, Isang. I wish after Isang's Kanto, his animation changed a bit more. His ego animation. I wish all of that ego animation changed after their Kantos to be like cooler. But can you imagine like if you're using Don Quixote's and you get the ending animation from his Kanto as ego? That would be cool as heck. There's another part about like Ryoshu's story that I'm quite interested in, which is the sword. The sword that she can never pulls out is based on another Japanese folklore. I can't remember what it is. I've been trying to remember and think of it. But there is a folklore about like a sword that is sheathed that can never be pulled out kind of thing. And it's been used in quite a lot of like as like a trope in a lot of Japanese games, and I think that's what is actually based on, and is not based entirely off on like Hellscream, the historical Hellscream. It's been used like in Tales of Basara. There's a character who has a trope like that as well. You know, it's quite common. Usually katana or odachi. Usually odachi, if I'm not wrong. And I'm quite interested to see her pull the sword out, because there's also there's this like part of the trope is that the sword is sometimes broken. Like it's not a full sword. It's like either a broken sword or half a sword or just a tanto in a comically long scabbard. I wonder if that's gonna be like how they play it. You heard there's a story about a sharp sword cutting everything and a blunt one that couldn't cut anything except for a leaf or something around those lines. Yeah, Japanese have a lot of like folklore myth kind of things that revolves around katanas, because it's their especially around like samurai cultures, and it's played into a lot of like the modern story retellings. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a version of that as well. Like I wonder how much of Ryoshu's story is going to be just Hellscream. I think there is a good chance that it's going to be major adaptation from multiple sources, from multiple different like Japanese folklore. But that also means I don't know if they'll do that, because it kind of takes away the fun of like just reading up on that one story or that one set of historical context enjoy the Kanto to its fullest. Honglu was great because it's like the 4 books for the 4 contexts, and that's all you need, and you know. And even if you don't read all 4 books, you still get the ones that you have read, the context of it, and it makes it enjoyable. The works of the author of Hellscreen is a bit more varied, which might make it harder to do a complete total collection adaptation. Holy shit, this fight is long. I am a bit tired. That charge is not. You know what? Screw this. Nah, it's a bit of a waste. I realize that every time I try to rush, I end up taking longer than I would if I didn't rush it. Like, if I had played this properly and just like actually farmed up my eco kills and do a proper team instead of just using my default charge, this wouldn't have taken as long. Okay, we're almost there. We're not dying completely. Oh, Jesus Christ, stop healing! Unbreakable coins are one thing, but unbreakable coins that heals is very sadistic. Oh, I should make the Roshu plush then. I have her hanging off a bottle right now, which is not really positioned to be camera starable. I'll need to move the camera. Hang on, I got it. Yeah. That should be. There's a lag between my camera, so I can't really see it yet. But that should, yeah. She's staring now. But you can't really see it as a live feed if it's just a face right there. I think they're running another plush sale. If I save up enough money, I might get myself a donkey. God damn it. I don't have space for it. Hang on. I set this up as like a really quickly as a joke, but now it's just become a trouble. It still looks like a poorly taken picture, but it's red now. So I guess that's the hell part. I want to make like a tiny cigarette that I can stick in the mouth. I wonder why they did not. Why did she not come with a cigarette? Speaking of donkeys, I'm kind of sad Singapore doesn't allow snakes as pets. They look so cute. Right. Singapore doesn't allow exotic pets, which is annoying. They allow lizards, some kind of lizards, but not snakes. I think my friend had a lizard once. But they should be the same, right? They're reptiles. Snakes should be. There are snakes in Singapore, though, which I think can't be like a animal protection thing because our government doesn't give a shit about protecting animals. I think they're just scared. You know, it's like one of those easy to play political stuff. There was a manga a while back. I can't remember what it's called, but it's specifically about a girl who goes to like a lizard exotic pet shop and learns how to take care of a lizard. I know it sounds boring, but I feel like I remember it being a lot more interesting than it is. There are a lot of like these really obscure mangas of just like people doing really obscure specific things. like play an obscure game or like just the recent one of the recent manga on Shonen Jump is Ping Pong Peril, where they just play this messed up game of ping pong. The final game of ping pong was played in space. I really enjoy those mangas because it's just like really normal thing. How far can you take it? Oh, thank goodness it's finally over. I farmed slime for 800 years. I'm partial to that mangas. Um, the isekai style, I farm X for X years, or I was born X and X happened mangas. There are some really good ones, but there are not enough to justify their existence. Like, let's just put it at that. Um, it's the best one I've seen so far was this manga where this magician was transported back to the witch hunt era, and it's like an isekai, but not. It was just a time travel back to the witch hunt era. No magic, no nothing, and he has to use like his magic tricks to fool people into thinking that him and his group of girls are witches. That was really cool, but then the author just decided to like not continue, and then it ended, and now I'm really sad. This all these really cool stuff just ends too quickly, man. All right. Anyway, I'm done. It's been fun. I might play Hades next time if I can finish grinding until all the spoilers are over. Um, magicians are awesome. Yes, magicians are really awesome. I know like 2 magic tricks, and that's it. I don't know if that makes me a magician. I don't know if that makes me awesome, but yeah. I will be ending my stream. Thanks for watching. Um, I think this might be the last stream I have before the end of the year. So, in case I don't get to say it, happy holidays, happy New Year coming up. I hope everything's fine. I hope everything's good. If it's not, know that I am also suffering with you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.